time for exciting live and local sports action on Richmond's very own Wbontv, the leader in local sports television. Watch live on your big screen with the Wbontv Roku channel or by streaming the live player at wbontv.com. And support these great local sponsors who support our community. Now, here's your announcers for the game.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome in to Madison Central High School for the second consecutive night. We are here, and tonight it's the girls' turn to take center stage as the Lady Indians taking on one of our other coverage area teams here in the county in the Lady Pirates of Berea. Michael Watkins here with you on the Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance pregame show. And tonight we are joined by Kent Miller. And Kent, former head coach on both the girls and boys side. And Kent, tonight should be a pretty good game between the Lady Pirates and the Lady Indians.
It really should be. I was looking at some of the schedules early. I mean, obviously this is very early, but it seems like both teams are playing an NBA game, an NBA schedule. Central coming, this is their third game in 3 nights, I think.
Yep.
And along with that, Berea, 2 games in 2 nights. So they're trying to get these girls ready to play. Hopefully they've got a little bit of practice underneath them so that nobody gets injured with all this going on.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the big concerns. We saw that a lot in football with some of the teams that we cover, with their players getting injured early on in the season because of not a lot of contact to get ready for football season. And for those people that may not follow basketball as much, basketball, even though it's not as as physical and as high contact as football is, it's still a pretty physical and high contact sport.
Well, there's no doubt about it. And anybody who doesn't think these girls can get pretty physical hasn't seen a game.
Oh yeah.
The girls can get a little more physical than the guys sometimes. And for a number of different reasons, but yeah, it would be a concern of mine as a head coach right now, just trying to make sure that everybody is physically fit and mentally too, because it's a mental toll. It's really a mentally tough game to play.
Madison Central has come out of the gate very fast under second-year head coach Brad Lovely. The Lady Indians have 2 wins. Their first win on Monday night was against Model. And for the Lady Indians, knocking off Menifee County on the road last night, it's 48-40. So Madison Central comes into tonight's game 2-0 on the season, getting 11 points per game by Eve Carter, 9 points per game from Chloe Freeman, 6 points from Bree Beerbaum, and Bailey Hensley and Tiana Long each with 5.5 points per game. Olivia Metcalf also averaging 8 points a game for Madison Central. So a very balanced attack for the Lady Indians. And I think it's going to be one of those years where this district, like last year, could be very interesting by the time the district tournament rolls around. You look at the success of the smaller schools like Berea and Model last year, and they pretty much bring everybody back from last year's team. For Madison Central, their 2 top players graduated last year, Talia Todd and McKeithen. Both of those girls playing college basketball now. So they're relying on a lot of underclassmen and ladies that didn't see a ton of action last year. And for Madison Southern, obviously another coaching change, third coach in as many years for Madison Southern. So the 2 bigger schools here in the district and here in the county, a lot of changeover, whereas the 2 smaller schools having some familiarity with their players and their roster. Although the biggest change for Berea is bringing back their leading scorer from 2 years ago, Maddie Stepp, who tore her ACL prior to last season.
Yeah, and you and I were talking a little bit before we started about Berea and Maddie Stepp, and the thing about them at Berea with her is a lot of girls had to step up last year.
Yeah.
Maddie was the point guard. Pretty much ran the show. I saw her play when she was in 8th grade. I thought she was going to be really, really, really good. And unfortunately, that injury has slowed her some in her development. But it really helped out the team in general because they didn't have to rely on her so much and they got to rely on so many other players. So it could be real interesting for them. I think Coach Lovely doing a great job here at Madison Central because you look at, as I said, playing 3 games in 3 nights.
Yeah.
You need to play that many people. It's good and it's really smart of him being able to go to his bench and having enough faith in putting those kids in there and giving them the opportunity.
Well, and it's not the NBA where, they need some nights off or these are young kids. They can handle that. You hear that all the time. And especially when you're playing 9, 10 deep, you can go out there and really play 3-4 games a week and really put your players to the test. And with it being a shortened season, these teams are going to try to get as many games in as they possibly can. And you like to see it here early on, playing against each other here and getting a test as to what this district could potentially look like when the tournament rolls around later on in the year.
Well, one thing about it, too, this is sort of a player's kind of year.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you played the game. You want to play every night if you can,
exactly.
you know, instead of listening to coach in practice, you know, 2 days afterwards and say, okay, well, when's our next opponent? You know, so the next night you get to lace them up again and get to put the silks on instead of the practice uniform.
Yeah, I like it too because, you know, if you lose, you want to get back out there and get that bad taste out of your mouth. If you're winning and if you're playing well, you want to keep playing and keep playing well. So I think it's kind of a win-win for all these players. Even if you have a bad night, you get to get back out there and try to regroup and get that bad taste out of your mouth. We are here live on the Jerry Goble State Farm Insurance pregame show. Like a good neighbor, Jerry Goble and State Farm Insurance are there. Visit jerrygobleinsurance.com to learn more. And we are live here on WBONTV. Kent Miller and Michael Watkins, glad to have you along, folks. We'll take a commercial break and come back. When we come back, how about that game last night? Madison Central defeating Scott County in boys basketball action. And the freshman Kenyatta Harge, his only points of the game coming on a game-winning buzzer-beater shot for Madison Central. We'll show you that shot when we come back here live on WBON-TV.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goble today.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today with no payments for 6 months and low rates. There's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
All roads lead to CT Diesel Performance off Exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have the experience and knowledge to get your vehicle running at its peak performance, whether it's a small 2-door sedan or a souped-up diesel truck. And with CT Diesel Performance, you don't have to worry about dealing with the big dealership prices. They will work with you and tell you what the problem is and help you find a solution. When it's time to have your vehicle serviced, remember, all roads lead to CT Diesel Performance, just off Exit 97 in Richmond.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
Back here on WBON-TV last night, Madison Central and Scott County got things started for us here on WBON-TV in a fun game that went down to the wire and saw Madison Central freshman Kenyatta Harge score on a game-winning basket for the Indians at the buzzer. The assist went to Cole Brown. Let's look back at that play from yesterday as the Indians boys got their first win of the season. For the Indians, Skaggs up top to Brown. Brown has it 2 seconds. 1 second to Harge. Harge at the buzzer. And Madison right there set it up for Madison Central. And Cole Brown, the play was drawn up for him. I think Coach Feldhouse knew that Scott County would try to double team, get the ball out of his hands. And a great job by the senior who had some really nice passes last night. The top scorer for Madison Central finding a teammate for the game-winning basket. And the Indians walking off on a buzzer-beating shot by the freshman Kenyatta Harge. Kent, I'm sure you drew up some plays like that back in the day as well.
Well, you know what? You give it to your best player, and you hope your best player makes a good decision. And Allen was smart enough to do that, and he got a lot of faith in Cole. Cole made a really nice play on that position because, he could have said, well, it was for me. I was going to go ahead and take it no matter what. He had a guy wide open underneath, and he made a really nice dish.
We are live here on the Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance pregame show. Like a good neighbor, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance are there. Visit jerrygoebelinsurance.com to learn more about the insurance you didn't even know that you needed. We also are live here on the pregame show, and, it's colder out there tonight, Kent, and it's going to be cold throughout the rest of basketball season most likely. You got to have your heating and air units working, and you got to have those ready for those cold winter nights. Make sure to visit our friends over at Madison HVAC, and you can give them a call at 859-625-1471. They will do whatever it takes to make sure that your heating and air unit is working at peak condition during these cold winter months. Visit MadisonHVACR.com to learn more about them. Girls basketball action here tonight between Madison Central and Berea. And Kent, we expect a pretty good game tonight between these two squads.
Oh, yeah, we definitely do. You get into a district game, and especially early right now. Both these teams probably have been looking forward to this one, no matter who they played before. And they know that this is going to be a really big game. Even though the district is not seeded, unfortunately, that's the plug right there. But it's not a seeded district, but it still means a lot. You get an opportunity to play a district team, and you show, maybe you don't show everything right off the bat. Yeah. But if you get an opportunity to beat them pretty good, then you're going to do that.
You want to make a statement early, and with the condensed season, and trying to find games to fill your schedule on both the girls and boys sides. A lot of these teams play each other twice this year during the regular season, so this won't be the only time these two teams face off this year, which I think makes it more exciting because these girls have probably played each other in Pee-wee ball and your little league games, and now you're growing up playing against each other in middle school and now high school. So I think it means more when you finally get up to that high school level, and whether you're a junior or a senior, you pretty much know what the other player is going to be able to do, what's in their repertoire. It's just, can you go out there and execute your game plan and try to get the W? And for Berea, a win here tonight would be so big for them as they are trying to cement themselves as a threat here in the district.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about it. Central sort of has an aura about it in this district, and they have for a long time. Berea being the smaller school, Coach Staff's done a really good job down there having the culture change with the girls basketball, giving them a winning attitude, and it took him a second. I think the first year that they didn't do very well, but they built it every year so far, and with that, giving them an opportunity to play against bigger schools and teams that maybe before that they didn't think they could compete against.
And I think, winning the All-A Classic, games like that, when you win games like that and you win tournaments like that, it just gives your self-confidence. And especially when you're a smaller school, that confidence is very important. Let's take another commercial break, folks, and come back live here at Madison Central High School for girls basketball action. Coming back here in a few moments on the Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance pregame show on WBON-TV.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
At the Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies, we make it our mission to care for all of your pharmacy needs as quickly and conveniently as possible. Whether you need a prescription filled, an immunization, or help with an over-the-counter need, our pharmacists are here to help. Both of our Estill County locations offer text and call reminders, automatic refills, and medication synchronization, and are equipped with drive-thrus. All of these services help us save you time and make sure you always have the medication you need. Stop in or give us a call today.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today. With no payments for 6 months and low rates, there's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Hometown Dental prides themselves on being on the cutting edge of the latest dentistry technology. In a time where safety and their customers' well-being is of the highest importance, Hometown Dental is taking every precaution necessary, like by allowing patients to fill out their paperwork online before coming in for their first visit. Visit HometownDentalRichmond.com to see what sets Hometown Dental apart from the rest. They accept most insurances and want you to know they are here to help. Hometown Dental on Atwood Drive in Richmond, or visit their offices in Stanford and Lancaster.
For your car, home, farm, or business, Linville Insurance offers preferred pricing from more than 40 top-rated companies. With our state-of-the-art technology, we do business the way you want it, virtually, where everything is handled electronically, or in person at one of our 2 locations. Linville Insurance, where our values haven't changed. Treat people the way you want to be treated, always do what's right, help others, and give good advice. That's what you can expect from Linville Insurance. Come see what makes Linville Insurance unlike any other agency in the area. Call or click today.
In a rematch of last year's district championship game, it is Madison Central and Berea here tonight. And we appreciate you tuning us in here on Wbontv. Kent Miller, Michael Watkins. Now time for our Jack Burford Chevrolet keys to the game. For Berea, Kent, I believe it's going to be taking care of the basketball. Madison Central likes to pressure, get out and run with it. So for Berea, you want to limit your turnovers. Something that we saw in the JV game, Madison Central forced a lot of in the JV game. For Madison Central, I believe it is going to try to find a way to stop Maddie's step. I think that's what you got to do. You got to try to find a way to limit her touches. Madison Howe had a great year last year, but if you can contain one of those 2 girls, you have a real shot at winning here tonight for Madison Central.
I think you're exactly correct. You're exactly correct on both those points right there.
It's time for the national anthem, folks. We'll stand up here as we pay homage to our country. And you know, with everything that's going on, especially today in the nation's capital, I think it's even more important to stand up and salute the flag here, and appreciate the staff here at Madison Central for putting that together, as always, before each and every game.
Yeah, most definitely. Good point about everything going on in the nation's capital today, because dark day, but hopefully we can come out of it stronger.
Starting lineup for each team tonight.
4'8" sophomore, number 5, Maddie King.
Maddie King starting for the Lady Pirates.
5'7" sophomore, number 10, Abigail Beard.
Along with Abigail Beard.
Starting at forward, a 5'8" junior, number 40, Alexis Newman.
Alexis Newman will start for Berea.
Starting at forward, a 5'8" senior, number 11, Emily Maynard. The Lady Pirates are coached by Assistant Coach Matt Miller, Assistant Coach Jamie Beard, Assistant Coach Rebecca Combs, Assistant Coach Tad Brewer, and the head coach Damian Stepp.
Damian Stepp, again, he's really had a successful last 2 or 3 years with this Berea program. You know, Jordan Sandifer was there a few years ago. She's, I think, the all-time leading scorer at Berea. You look at what he's done the last 2 years, taking them to the All-A Classic State Tournament. So it's been a really successful run for Damian Stepp, especially here recently in the last 2 or 3 years over at Berea.
Starting at guard, a 5' sophomore.
For Madison Central, at one guard position, the sophomore, Eve Carter. Chloe Freeman at the other guard position for Brad Lovely. Raylan Miller, one of the starters from last year's team, returning. Gretchen Hammett, another one of the starters for Madison Central. And Bree Beerbaum rounding out the lineup for the Lady Indians. They'll be in the white home uniforms, the blue numbers outlined in red, red letters outlined in the royal blue for Brad Lovely and the Lady Indians. In for Berea, the black road uniforms, white numbers, white letters, and a yellow trim on the jersey and shorts for Berea. Kent Miller and Michael Watkins, glad to have you tuned in, folks. It is our first game ever together, but glad Kent's joining us here on the WBONTV sports broadcast, and we expect a good one tonight between these two teams.
I'm looking forward to it, Michael. I thank you for the opportunity to be part of your team, man.
One thing's for sure, we are not going to be in as good a shape as these two teams are.
I think you're exactly correct on that one, young man.
Berea won the coin toss. They will have the opening possession of the game as they drive it in, kick it out to Brewer, who had some good minutes for Berea last year.
Madison Central starting out in a man-to-man.
Nice backdoor cut by Maddie King. Got tripped up, lost the ball, and turned it over to Madison Central.
Carter looking
the other way. Miller, nice shot. And quickly, Madison Central on the board, Kent.
Yeah, Berea didn't get set very well in their defense right there. Coach Stapp got after him a little bit.
Here's Campbell. Make that Maynard driving in. She lost the handle. Beerbaum the other way. She can't finish. Battle for the loose ball. And it's pulled out of there by Madison Central. And then a near turnover. Good job by Hammett to keep possession. Miller's got it again up top. It's number 23, Carter. Carter going to drive it in, and she's wrapped up and fouled. One of our Jack Burford Chevrolet keys to the game for Berea was taking care of the basketball on their first two possessions. They have not done that as they've had a couple of turnovers. And how about that? 1 minute into the ball game, 5 new players checking in for Berea.
Okay. Coach Stapp did this in the JV game, too. I was wondering how if they're going to do it in the varsity game or not.
So 5 quick subs checking in, showing you the depth of this Lady Pirates basketball team as Beerbaum gets in. Can't finish again. Ball's loose. Miller got the offensive rebound, and Carter tried to save it, but from going back court, it's still loose. Berea comes away with it, and the Lady Pirates have possession down by 2. There's a 3 put up from the left wing. It's coming off from Howe, and the rebound to Miller. A 2-0 score. Lady Indians with the lead as Carter just loses possession. She turns it over. So some sloppy play here early, but a district game, it kind of means a little bit more for you to win this one. Probably some of those pre-game, early game jitters here, Kent.
Yeah, some interesting defense right there because Berea pressed off of a miss. Had the two guards go after Eve Carter quickly.
Madison Howe to her sister Mackenzie Howe, and the Lady Pirates on the board as Mackenzie Howe gets her first two of the night, and we're all tied at 2 apiece. Now some pressing by Berea. Ball knocked loose. Maddie Stepp the steal. She drives in, and we have a blocking foul.
Call a charge. Both officials had a charge on that one, so I think they were pretty much in agreement.
They call it on Stepp, and quickly again, 5 more players back in for Berea.
Berea staying in a 1-2-1-1 full court press.
24, Lauren Stepp.
So here's Carter. Looking up the court. Carter gets it across the midcourt stripe. Driving inside. Out for an open three. It's good. Chloe Freeman knocks down the triple. And it's a 5-2 Madison Central lead. Lady Pirates up the floor in a hurry. They get it up top to Beard. Beard lost the handle. Ball is loose. Controlled by the Lady Pirates. Kicked out for a three. That one's short from Newman. And Madison Central back the other way as Beerbaum takes a bump and draws the foul.
This could be an early turnover fest just because of the way the defenses are playing. Both of them picking up full court after baskets, and Berea picking up full court after missed shots.
And for Berea, every dead ball has been a substitution. They have brought 5 fresh bodies in at every dead ball to this point. So we'll see if that continues throughout the game. They trail 5-2. Madison Central with the lead in the basketball, and Maddie Stepp picks up her second foul.
That's big.
Her second.
Yeah, Stepp, again, the leading scorer from 2 years ago, returning from a torn ACL she suffered in the preseason last year. Carter throws it up to Beerbaum. In the corner, Miller. Miller's got 2. Can't make it 4 on that one as she misses. The long rebound knocked out of bounds by Berea. Madison Central will keep possession.
See if Berea stays in that zone. Looks like Berea's going to stay in the zone out of bounds also at 2-3.
Carter on the inbound. She'll throw it off the foot of Howe and keep possession again for the Lady Indians, leading at 5-2. 5:18 to play here on Wbontv. Appreciate you being with us. Come into Miller, kicked out to Beerbaum. Left wing 3. Too hard this time. And a foul called on Carter as she had an elbow in the back of Madison Howe. Lady Pirates will get the basketball.
And Madison Central's going to sit up in their full court press.
Come into Isis Rogers.
Man looking to trap out of it.
A little pressure defense. That's what Brad Lovely likes to do with this team. They're young and they're athletic. Long pass up the floor to Howe. Kicked into the corner. 3 on the way up. This one too hard. Rebound to Maddie Stepp. Stepp had it knocked away by Carter. Able to keep possession. And Stepp.
That's her third.
Leans in with her elbow and picks up her 3rd personal foul on the offensive foul. Let's see if Coach Stepp leaves her in. He will not. He'll bring 5 new players in the game for Berea. And how about that for Maddie Stepp? Her 3rd foul, not even halfway through the opening quarter.
And it was a good call, very good call, because she definitely threw that elbow.
Got a little frustrated, it looked like, from the defense from Eve Carter. Now Carter up the floor, the sophomore. Double teamed as she comes across the midcourt stripe with it. Throws it into the corner off the head of the official. And out of bounds. Don't think you get any points for that.
hit her pretty good right there. Berea is definitely trying to make it as wild as they can because they're trapping all over the place.
They come in to Miller. Takes one dribble off the glass. Too hard. Ball kicked out to the wing for a 3. That one's no good. Beerbaum got the rebound. 4 chances for Madison Central. None of them go down. The Lady Pirates finally corral it and draw a foul on number 22. That is Hammett. Gretchen picks up her first. Still a 5-2 lead. 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. They try to come in to Newman. Carter deflects it out of bounds.
Still playing that matchup press. Now they're going 2-2-1. Now they'll go 2-2-1, straight 2-2-1. Look like they might come up hard.
Lady Pirates get it into Maynard. Trying to beat the press. They do, and they throw it away. They beat it up the floor, but then too aggressive on the pass, and Clark turns it over for Berea.
And we get back to the turnovers again. If you take care of the basketball, just get it to the half court and get in your set.
Hensley checks in for Madison Central. She's got the ball here. Crosses over, steps into a jump shot. Off the glass, and banks it in.
She's not bashful, come right in shooting.
The freshman not afraid to fire it up there.
No.
7-2, 4:11 to play. Central gets another steal. It's Carter. She'll drive in, and the floater is good.
Good job, use of her right hand.
Oh, timeout, Berea. Or was it another turnover?
No, it was a turnover on the inbounds.
Turnover on Berea.
Yeah, they just, girl taken out of bounds, just threw it right out of bounds to the wing.
Thought they were calling a timeout. Turnover starting to pile up for both teams, but especially the Lady Pirates as they come into Hensley. And Hensley puts it in again. She's got 4 right off the bench and making an impact. And Madison Central has built a 9-point lead here in the first quarter. Lady Pirates look inside. Mackenzie Howe can't finish the layup. Ball tipped out. Offensive rebound and a traveling violation called against Abigail Beard. Berea again turns it over back to Madison Central. It's 11-2 Lady Indians, 3:42 to play in the first quarter.
Miss Hensley's a very good athlete. She came from some pretty good stock, I think. Her dad is the former football coach, David Hensley.
Here in the corner, it's Hammett at 3. This one in and out. Rebound to Beard. She's triple teamed, and a whistle and a jump ball is called, and the possession arrow will give it back to Madison Central. Everything going the way of the Lady Indians here in the first quarter.
They're letting them play a little bit. Coach Stapp didn't like that call. I thought it was a good call.
Carter will inbound. Working around the horn. Hensley's got it. Looking into Carter. They go back to Hensley. Double teamed. Drives in. Hensley hangs and finishes.
That was very nice. She did a really good job of hanging and finishing. Just like you said, kissed it off the glass.
6 points for Hensley. The lead is 11. Another turnover from Berea. Campbell fires it up. Her shot no good. And here comes Berea back the other way, trying to stop the bleeding here. Beard in the corner. A Howe 3 is up. This one off the back iron. And her sister Mackenzie grabs the rebound. Swung back around to Madison. In the corner, it's Beard. She'll try a right wing 3. This one comes off. Offensive rebound again. Shot up, no good. Battle for it. And bodies are flying. And as the ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Berea.
Berea just can't buy one. They're getting good looks. When they get it down and get an opportunity for shots, they're getting really good looks. They just can't put it down.
Maynard, King. A couple other players checking in for Berea. See Clark back in there as well as they turn it over again. Hensley's got it. She drives in, and Hensley's got 8 here in the quarter off the bench. And Madison Central threatening to pull away early in this one. Here's King, called for a travel. Yeah, you're right. This has been a sloppy first quarter, Kent, for the Lady Pirates.
Yeah, if Berea could, I know that Coach Stapp doesn't want to, but, you know, because of the style that they're playing, but, man, they got to slow it down somehow.
Long pass up the floor. Mackenzie Howe the deflection. Lady Pirates have numbers, but it's off the foot of Hammett. It'll stay with Berea.
Yeah, if she'd have just kept it one more dribble, she had a layup on her own.
Well, the substituting here early on for Berea as they try to find a lineup that works. They'll bring it in to Brewer on the right wing. Sophie. Lost the handle. Miller knocked it away. Sophie tracks it down, gives it up to Maddie King. Under 2.5 to play in the opening quarter. King driving in, bouncing off a defender. Ball's loose, and Hammett able to track it down, and they're going to call a traveling violation on Hammett. So a turnover here for Madison Central as the Lady Pirates will inbound under their own basket.
Real good hustle play by both young ladies getting on the floor right there, and sometimes you can't help but to turn over if they're trying to get the ball from you.
Tiana Long checking in for the first time. Strader's also in there for Madison Central. A couple of the 8th graders getting some playing time. Looking to come into the corner. They do. It's King driving baseline out to Beard. She'll pump fake. Here's a three on the way up. Maynard can't knock it down, and Schrader tracks down the loose ball. Long pass up to Miller. Lady Indians have numbers. Miller steps inside the arc. Can't finish. Offensive rebound to Campbell. Out to Schrader. Deep three. This one's short as well. And the rebound hauled in by Maynard of Berea. As the ball goes out of bounds, they're going to have a foul, I believe, against Madison Central.
Yeah, Hensley went after the ball really hard and made a lot of contact over there on the young lady. Looks like she might be hurt a little bit. She was grabbing her throat where she got hit a little bit.
Hensley shaking it off as she'll have a quick seat. How about the opening quarter for Hensley coming in off the bench? In less than 3 minutes, she has got 8 points for Madison Central.
That makes you look like a pretty good sub right there, huh?
Getting hot early as King draws a double team, and it's going to be another turnover.
That's really good defense by Brittany Campbell. She sat down real well and just sat on that right hand. Number 5, Maddie King, couldn't go around her.
You know, it's hard to dribble up against a zone press. Now, against a man-to-man press, you want to kind of just clear it out, let your guard bring it up. But whenever they bring a trap like that, you got to have somebody come and help the player with the ball. Berea did not do that, and that's where the turnover came in. Speaking of turnovers, Schrader turns it over on the inbounds pass. Rogers drives in, and she draws the foul. It'll be Isis Rogers at the line for 2 for Berea.
Yeah, it was sort of interesting the way she threw that in there because there wasn't a Madison Central player around. She just threw it right to the black shirt.
Schrader only an 8th grader. 3 8th graders in there right now for Brad Lovely. Long, Campbell, and Schrader, and he's over there talking to his young player. And that's one thing, when you play some of these young girls, you're going to see some turnovers like that, especially early in the ball game, early on in the season. You want to try to fix those things as you go throughout the year and be ready to play for the postseason.
It's quite a luxury that you can put in 3 8th graders right now in the same lineup and be able to play it.
And build a lead.
Yes.
15-4 as Rogers knocks down a pair of free throws. Here's Campbell on the right wing up top. 3 on the way. Too hard this time. Ball tipped around. Mackenzie Howe claims it for Berea. Now up to her sister Madison. 1-on-2 break. Madison attacking but couldn't finish. Now it's a loose ball and
good jump ball.
Lovins battling with Campbell for it. It's a possession arrow this time to Berea.
Excellent job on defense by number 22, Gretchen Hammett. As that break was coming at her, and she just went straight up and down.
It should be Berea basketball. Central got the last jump ball. Trying to make sure everything's good. We should be good to go now as Lovins will inbound under her own basket. 1:19 to play in the quarter. Come into Mackenzie Howe. She wasn't ready for the pass. Turned over to Long. Long pass up to Schrader. Schrader jump shot. In and out. And with 1:10 to play, Berea comes up the floor in a hurry. Down the near sideline. Lovins had it knocked away. They'll keep possession as once again Berea bringing in 5 fresh bodies.
Well, they're not going to get too tired by doing all this. 5 at a time. 5 at a time. Pretty impressed with the 8th graders, really, for Madison Central.
Yeah.
Rogers did a really good job right there, not walking with the ball. A lot of girls would have walked on that last possession when she caught the ball and got that shot off, got her feet set. Looked like a really good shot.
Here's Maddie King with it to Brewer. Brewer driving in, lost her footing, turned over once again. Long, the long pass up to Carter. Eve gets inside the paint but couldn't finish. And a reach-in foul against Madison Central as Newman hauled in the rebound.
And Coach Lovely was thinking the same thing I was thinking. Why did Eve pull up right there for about a 5-footer and she had a layup? And he was telling her, keep on going. And she did. She had a layup.
Hensley right back in the ball game to get her checked out. She's back in there.
Central back in the 2-2-1, traditional 2-2-1.
They come into King, up to Beard. Beard beats the press. Berea has numbers, 3-on-2. Offensive foul, easy call there as Beard lowered the shoulder right into Raylan Miller. And the turnover right back to Madison Central.
Well, I'd say that Beard got her money's worth right there because it was a really easy call.
Yeah, and that one was that's the second offensive foul on Berea here in this quarter. Both have been easy calls. Here's Schrader. Up to Long. To Miller. Miller turns it over herself. Just didn't know what to do with it. Didn't know if she wanted to shoot, pass, dribble.
Yeah, she couldn't get it through her head where she was going to go on that one.
I think she thought the defender was going to come to her, and Newman kind of backed off. That's what forced the turnover. Newman inbounds to King. Back over to Alexis. Under 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Long pass up to Beard. Beard steps into a three, wide open. Can't knock it down. Long rebound to King. To Newman, back to King in the corner. She'll try a three. This one short, and Berea just can't find the basket. As Beard comes up to defend Hensley, and the foul called against Abigail Beard.
Well, like I said before, the Berea girls are getting good looks. Those are good looks on threes. A couple of them, I thought they looked really good. Just can't knock it down right now.
So now,
I know Coach Stapp knows his team, but he hasn't called a timeout yet.
Yeah, I think the turnovers are definitely hurting them, but they've also forced a lot of turnovers themselves as well. So I think it's just a case of trying to find a lineup that works for him and see if he settles into one as we go throughout the contest. Still within striking range as we stand here, but if this thing continues to go this way in the second quarter, things could get out of hand in a quick hurry for Berea. Hensley misses the second free throw, down by 12. Here comes King. 10 seconds to play. King up the floor, turns it over. Miller's got it. Now Carter, 3 seconds. She'll fire it up. It's short, and the first quarter comes to an end. Our Citizens Guarantee Bank scoreboard looks like this. It's Madison Central 16, Berea 4. We'll come back in 1 minute, folks, live on Wbontv.
Being prepared for various types of disasters is one of the best ways to ensure the safety of your family, friends, and community. The Madison County Emergency Management Agency and the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program is here and ready to support community emergency response. For how to be prepared, make emergency kits, know your zone, and shelter-in-place information, contact EMA CSEP at 624-4787 or visit madisoncountyky.us/EMA. Madison County EMA CSEP, your partner in preparedness.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, the health and safety of our patients is important. Along with following CDC guidelines, we have added a JADE unit, a medical-grade air purifier in every operatory. Our new patient special, x-rays, exam, cleaning, and fluoride is only $99. We offer patients single-visit restorations on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. We are equipped to handle all your dental needs from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. Call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Thank you for tuning in to live and local high school sports on WBONTV. Please tell our sponsors how much you enjoy the broadcast, including these great local businesses.
16-4 at the end of one on your Citizens Guarantee Bank scoreboard. Berea with 4 points in the first quarter, but the turnovers killing them. 18 turnovers for the Lady Pirates there in that opening period. And the defense and the pressure, and that was one of our keys to the game, Kent. You got to protect the basketball for Berea because of the style of play Madison Central plays. Thus far, they have not done that.
Well, I think those fouls on Maddie Stapp hurt also. She's probably not going to turn the ball over that much, but 18's way, way too many, obviously.
Floater put up, coming off, battle for the loose ball, tipped out of bounds by Howe. It'll stay with the Lady Indians. Good opening quarter for Bailey Hensley. She had 9 for Madison Central. That's coming off the bench as she helped extend that lead 16-4 at the end of one. Miller gets inside. She can't finish. Ball tipped around and a jump ball called as Hensley hits the deck there.
I'll tell you what, Bailey Hensley did a really good job right there. She rebounded out of her area. A lot of girls won't do that. She got that rebound out of her area. A lot of guys won't do it for that matter. And Central back in their 2-2-1 full court.
Rogers gets it up the floor as they beat the pressure. And the shot won't go down. And a foul quickly called against Berea. That'll send Bailey Hensley back to the free throw line. She split a pair of free throws there in the opening quarter.
She is really making a lot of things happen, a lot of positive things happening for Central. Bailey is.
Now you look out there for Berea. 14 players saw the court for Berea there in the opening quarter. 14. Madison Central had 10.
Wow.
So both teams playing a lot of different people there in that first quarter. And for Berea, just a sloppy opening start to the game. 1 of 14 from the field there in the opening period, the 18 turnovers. And just trying to find a lineup that can stick and make it work for Damian Stepp. Bailey Hensley knocks down a pair of free throws. She's got 11, and the lead up to 14 for Madison Central.
Oh, he's going to call a block on that.
That's going to be against Bailey Hensley.
Yeah, if Bailey would have fallen, it'd have been a charge. It's just one.
Watching her brother Cody up there in the bleachers, he said just that. He kind of made a little gesture as if she had fallen. She would have had the charge call. Madison Howe gets it for Berea. Leading scorer from last year's team returning, kicks it out in the corner. Reagan Stepp a three. The lefty couldn't make the three-pointer, but gets her own rebound, draws the foul, and will shoot 2 free throws for Berea.
That was a situation there for Reagan. I'm almost sure that she knew it was going to hit the side of the backboard right there. She just went and got it, and she knew exactly where it was going and picked it up and got to the free throw line.
Stepp trying to get things going for her team. So have one more free throw coming up, 7:21 to play, just underway here in the second period. That one also coming out, so 0-2 at the line. Got to knock down your free throws when you're struggling, try to get your team going. Carter up the floor for Central, and she threw it away.
Was looking for her, I think that's her sister in the corner, and overshot her.
You know, we talked about the 18 turnovers for Berea. Well, Central had 7 in the first quarter. That's a lot for a first quarter. It's just amplified by how many turnovers Berea there had in the opening frame.
Yeah, it's a little bit sloppy, obviously.
Here comes Lady Pirates back up the floor. It's a 3 from Newman. Got to have it. There you go. Lady Pirates get one down as Newman knocks down the trifecta, down to an 11-point deficit a minute into the second quarter. Still a long way to go in this one. Ball's loose, and it'll be a foul against Madison Central, I believe. Who'd they call it on?
It's going to be on 33 from Berea, I think.
Yep, you're right.
So reaching in.
Call it on Clark.
And maybe they just needed to move back further to shoot the basketball.
That was a deep three by Newman.
That was deep. That was way deep.
That's parking lot range. Lockmuller in there now. She knocks down the first free throw.
I wonder if the teams will settle in a little bit later in the season and pick 8 or 9. To get down. Right now they're playing so many.
I think it's just trying to find, who you can fit in your rotation. And, for these teams, for Berea, it's their second game in 3 nights. For Madison Central, their third game in 3 nights. So both these teams playing quite a few games early on in the season. King to Clark. Now Newman worked around to Beard. Open 3 on the right wing. This one off, but right into the hands of Clark. And she can't finish. Had a wide open layup, but couldn't knock it down. Back out to Beard. Swung around. 3 on the way from Clark. Again, it comes off. And battle for the loose ball. It's still loose. Lockmuller pulls it away. And it'll be a foul against Clark of Berea. And Carter will shoot 2 as now the Lady Indians in the double bonus.
Yeah, I think that Clark probably, that was a frustration foul. She missed that layup, and then she missed the 3 bad. Overshot it big time, and got a little frustrated when Carter was coming close to her and bumped her pretty hard.
6:24 to play in the first half. A 13-point lead for Madison Central. Carter trying to add to that number. Knocks down the first free throw. Eve was such an important piece of last year's team as a freshman. Started in there with Long and McKeithen. The starters last year were Beerbaum, Miller, Carter, and then you had McKeithen and Todd, the 2 seniors who graduated, went on to play college basketball. Carter knocks down a pair of free throws, lead up to 15, 22-7, 6:24 to play. And Carter sneaks in here for the steal. Got it right back. Here she is in the right corner, gets a screen. Looking around, double teamed in the corner. Here's a jump shot, it's a 3, it's good. Eden Carter, the younger sister of Eve, knocks down the triple. And a reach-in foul called against Hammett. As one thing you have to do when you play a pressure style of defense is move your feet. She didn't do one there as we take another look at the three-pointer by Eden Carter a moment ago. Madison Central firing on all cylinders, an 18-point lead here, Kent, in the second quarter.
And if Central, again, like you just said, is pressing, you're double teaming right there, you're going to get your steals off the pass. And you try, and I know Coach Lovely teaches that, and he's probably a little frustrated with that reaching too.
Isis Rogers now 3 of 3 at the line, knocking down the free throw there. If you're Berea, you want to try to hang around and just keep yourselves within striking distance because they've got some talent on this team that's just been unable to really get any kind of momentum on their side here in the first half as Rogers knocks down both. 16-point deficit now.
Berea staying in the press. Maddie Stapp back in the game with 3 fouls.
Miller to Beerbaum. Bree up the floor to Lockmuller, a little 12-footer that comes off. Madison Howell the rebound. Long pass up the floor, and Lovins couldn't finish.
Missed another layup. Can't miss layups.
Eden Carter going to go coast to coast with it. She can't knock it down. Got her own rebound, and Mackenzie Howell grabs it for the Lady Pirates. Rogers, long pass up the floor to Howell. She has to track it down in the corner. Over to Stepp. 3 on the way. Good. Maddie Stepp. You can't leave her open. That right there is why as she knocks down the 3. And finally an open shot falling for Berea, Kent.
Yeah, that's really, honestly, I think that's Maddie's first shot that she got to take. And she was wide open. Took her time and looked really good on the shot, knocking it down.
You're right. She had no shot attempts prior to that one. So they can get her going. That'll be a big step into coming back in this ball game as Strader checks back in for Madison Central.
And Berea's back in the full court, see if they trap off the first pass in the corner.
Get it into Campbell. She is quickly trapped. Finds Beerbaum on the outlet. Bree driving in, backs it out. Dangerous pass over to Carter. Now Strader in the corner. Back to Carter on the left wing. The lefty puts up the shot. Couldn't knock it down. Howell comes over to play good defense on Miller. And Howell hits the deck hard. Want to check on her. Okay, yeah. I like the official there. Nothing really going on. You stop the play and check on Madison Howell, who kind of went down to a knee to see if she's okay. They're going to bring her out of the game just to be safe.
Yeah, I won't call the official's name, but I know the young lady, and she's a former University of Kentucky Wildcat player, and so she understands the game really well. Stopped it there to get a good look at the young lady's little knee.
And Rogers to Stepp. Maddie had a big 3 a moment ago. Lock cross court to Newman. Her 3 hits the back of the rim, battling for it. Lovins the rebound, but she threw it away, and nobody there to compete with Strader, who will lay it in for Madison Central. 27-12, Lady Indians in front. Now Stepp on the attack. Nice feed to Mackenzie Howe, who puts it in, and a quick answer from Berea. Back down to a 13-point deficit. Now Stepp playing defense, cannot pick up her 4th foul, comes in for the steal. And she draws the foul on Strader, and Maddie Stepp will go to the free throw line for the 1-and-1 bonus at the other end.
And there's a difference what Maddie Stepp makes in this game. She comes back in the game, knocks down a 3, does a really good job of busting the press up that last pass time. Excellent assist on the other end, and then comes down after the assist and did a really good job where she was beat on the wing over there against the press, letting the player go because she knew that she reached, she was going to foul. Then she ended up coming back and making a steal off the pass. Now she goes to the free throw line.
Stepp at the line. First one is up, short, and the rebound fought for. A jump ball is called. Possession arrow with Berea. Or make it Madison Central gets the basketball. That's why you don't always believe the scoreboard, Ken.
Never trust the scoreboard.
No.
Yeah, never.
To get it inbounds to Carter. Under 4.5 to play in the second quarter. Out to Strader. Corner 3 on the way. Her shot short. Mackenzie Howell the long rebound. Hands it off to her sister Madison, who will attack and finish for Berea.
And you said handoff, too. That looked like a football handoff. Quarterback to halfback.
27-16. Pass up the floor to Strader. But the Indians have numbers. Strader decides to slow it up, give it off to Campbell, the 2 middle school teammates over at Clark Moore's this year. Campbell right back over to Strader in the corner. And Strader going to dribble it up for Madison Central. Over to Carter. Wide open three. Carter takes it. Her shot short. Campbell, what a feed to Hammett. Hammett's shot blocked. And Lady Pirates have possession. A 2-on-1 fast break. Howell lays it off to Lovins, who puts it up. Can't finish. Another missed opportunity for Berea as another layup comes off. And a jump ball will give possession to Berea.
Yeah, Coach Stapp's going to be looking at that shot chart at halftime and just shaking his head thinking, holy cow. You know, you can see missing the threes that they've missed just because of the way they play. They play quick, but you got to make layups.
Step going to inbound under her own basket. Trying to find Howell. Wide open is Madison Howell, who lays it in.
A little screen-to-screener action from Madison Howell right there. She got her wide open. Coach Lovely is not happy because the person that's really responsible for that is the person who's guarding the ball out of bounds. That ball cannot come back underneath the basket.
27-18. Taking another look at that inbounds pass from Maddie Step. Madison Howell finds herself wide open. It's 27-18, Lady Indians. Lady Indians have the 9-point lead, but how about this for Berea? They were down by 19 a moment ago, finding a way to get back in this game. And if they can keep it below 10 going into the locker room, I think if you're Damian Stepp, you got to feel really good about the way your team was able to hang around here in this first half.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You know, keep it under 10 and had 18 turnovers in the first quarter. I'm thinking, well, yeah, what? We got a shot.
Yeah. Maddie Stepp battling the foul trouble. She's got 3. She'll stay in there.
And I guess Coach Stepp's just saying, you know what, I got enough faith in her right now that she's going to be able to stay away from that number 4.
Campbell going to inbound to Carter. Stepp hits the deck, slow to get up. But here she comes at the floor is Carter. Gets all the way up and in. And that time doing what Coach Lovely told her to do a moment ago, going all the way to the rack with it and getting the easy 2. At the other end, crazy shot put up, comes off, and another tie-up, I believe.
Okay.
As Lovins drove in, was trying to draw the foul. No foul was called, and the possession area will go back to Madison Central.
Yeah, it looked like she was trying to draw the foul, but she didn't do a very good job of getting contact. She sort of looked like she got hit, but I thought it was a good no call.
They're going to say Berea ball. I thought off the last jump ball it was Berea ball, but again, they run the same inbounds play, and Madison Howell finds herself wide open again.
Coach Lovely not happy on that either.
Lockmuller drives in. She can't finish. Howell the rebound. 11-point lead for the Lady Indians as nobody picks up Beard, and she drives in and lays it in. 29-20, under 3 minutes to play in the first half.
A little bit of a momentum swing right here for the Lady Pirates.
Carter lost the handle. Ball's loose, and Rogers going to pick up the foul.
It's so hard to get players not to reach. And that's the toughest thing to teach. And I know that both these coaches are really doing a good job of telling them not to, but you get in that pressing situation and then you have putting people on the free throw line by getting them in bad spots.
It is at the lowest deficit it has been since early on in the first quarter. A 7-point lead for Madison Central as Strader will try to make it 8 with the second free throw. Now, both these coaches playing a lot of players here in this first half.
Well, Michael, as I said to you earlier, I'm glad you're doing play-by-play because I'd be lost.
It's been a rough first half for myself as well. But I tell you what, one thing that has not been lacking is the effort. Both these teams are laying it all out there here in the third game of the season.
Playing really hard.
Here's King on the attack to Rogers. Deep 3 from Newman. In and out. That one looked good. Ball's loose. Rogers somehow comes away with it, and she's called for the travel.
Good hustle. And Coach Stapp's giving him a green light. All these girls aren't afraid to launch it. And Newman, like you said, that was deep. That was as deep as that one she hit. It's probably about a good 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line.
A couple of new players checking in for Berea. Maddie Stepp right back in, and she had the ball. It's ripped away. Finally controlled by Berea's Isis Rogers. She'll drive in. Driving baseline is Lovins. Out to Howell. They swing it around. Open step for 3. This one's short. Mackenzie Howell grabbing the offensive rebound. Up to Rogers. And she traveled with it again. She pump faked. Did not get the dribble down before taking that step. And the turnover will give it back to Madison Central, who has an 8-point lead, 2:05 to play in the first half.
Yeah, it's too bad about the travel, too, because she had it the whole way to the rim if she wanted it.
They come in to Lockmuller as she's hit from behind by Howe and will draw the foul.
Lockmuller did an excellent job of what you try to teach every player to do is come meet that pass. She met that pass. If she didn't meet that pass, it was going the other way for a layup.
I think that's Steve Lockmuller's daughter, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. You are correct. Coach Steve Lockmuller sitting over there in the bleachers with his wife.
Free throw up and in. Of course, Steve, the former AD at Madison, or at EKU, excuse me.
That's correct. Yeah, I was there for just a little bit of time as an assistant women's coach when he came in.
Both free throws good by Lockmuller. It's a 10-point lead. Here's Newman with the ball for Berea. Long pass, dangerous pass, deflected.
And Berea, that 2-2-1 seems to bother, but they're trying to throw to the passes are too far. Coach Stapp's telling somebody to get in the middle, but they're not exactly getting to the middle where they need to. Central will go back into their man-to-man half.
Don't forget to stay tuned at halftime. Samantha Burford will talk to Brad Lovely and Damian Stepp at the half as Carter on the attack. Throws it up to Long, back to Eve. Carter going to slow it down for Madison Central. Gets pressured, now drives around one defender. The floater is up and in.
Nice floater. That was very nicely done.
That's the perfect time to use that floater as Maddie Stepp draws the foul.
Stepp trying to dribble through that press. Had three people coming at her. And she really, honestly, she got lucky to get fouled right there because she was in trouble.
You can see the floater by Carter and Stepp drawing the foul. And one thing about Maddie, you could tell she's still trying to get her legs underneath her. Had the torn ACL prior to last season, and a player that everybody is just so happy to see back out there because she's a dandy of a player for her uncle Damian Stepp.
And one thing that she does really well is she sees the floor so well on longer passes, setting up players. And you'll watch when she gets the ball, all of the girls from Berea take off because they know that they're going to get an opportunity to score on the other end because she can deliver it.
Maddie knocks down one of two free throws. And Beard going to check in for her. I like the sub there. You don't want her to risk a fourth foul here in this first half with only 92 seconds left to play. You're still in this game. Want to give yourselves a shot if you're Berea.
Yep, excellent call right there.
They come in to Eden Carter down the left sideline. Double teamed up top to Campbell. She'll drive in to Lockmuller underneath. Blocked and tried to save it. Would have been better served. Let's let that one go out of bounds, Kent. But I like the aggressiveness of Lockmuller.
No, there's no doubt. It's a lot of hustle, a tremendous amount of hustle. You almost can't fault a player for that kind of hustle.
Lady Pirates with the ball.
Still no one in the middle against this 2-2-1.
And a nice deflection by Long. Lady Indians have numbers. Carter drives in, missed the shot, got her own rebound, kicks it out to Long now, who steps in for the jumper. It's going to come off, hit the top of the backboard, and go back over to Berea.
There's those young players again. You look out there, and you've got, 3 8th graders right there across that line?
Got Tiana Long, Campbell, and Carter. Carter is a freshman.
She's a freshman.
Long and Campbell are 8th graders. Now, Strader was in there a moment ago. She's an 8th grader as well. There's a deflection, ball on the floor, everybody battling for it. And looks like Beard and Campbell battling for it on the ground. It'll be possession arrow to Madison Central.
It got a little feisty right there for a second. They were definitely getting after it. It was good hustle, and the girls handled it really well, the contact.
11-point lead, 43.7 to play. They come into Campbell again. On the attack, and threw it away. Madison Howe the steal. Howe going to slow it down, pick up the dribble. Over to Beard. Beard now double teamed, in trouble herself, and her and Campbell both hitting the deck again. The same two girls from a moment ago battling for the tie-up again, and I believe we got a foul on Campbell this time.
Yeah, this time referee got Brittany for a hold there on the wrist.
Number 10, Beard.
And again, when you're playing young kids too, you got to expect mistakes.
Yep.
You got 8th graders out there. You think, well, okay, but there's, like you said earlier, The primary thing is that everybody's playing unbelievably hard.
Yeah, and no matter who's been on the floor for either team, they have done just that. They have competed until the whistle blows or the basket goes in.
Yep. And you got to love that as a coach. You got to love that as a coach.
A 10-point lead for Madison Central. Berea trying to knock it down to 9 on the free throw by Beard. This one hard. Howe grabs the rebound, thought she was fouled. Ball still loose. Howe gets it back, hangs, can't finish again, and finally a foul called as Lovins draws it this time.
Wild exchange right there. Again, shot chart. Look at that shot chart. 2 missed layups right there. And they were point blank.
And Howe, she got bumped, and I think on the second attempt she was kind of expecting the contact instead of just trying to go up and finish. And then if you draw the contact, maybe you get the and one.
Yeah, Eden Carter got under her a little bit right there. Eden was trying to take a charge, and she was leaning on her, and she did a good job of keeping her hands out. Hal was expecting to get hit.
Lovins trying to knock this lead down to 8. No good, but she chases down her own rebound. Berea again an offensive board. Rogers now drives in, and she draws the foul.
Wow.
On one possession for Berea, they will shoot 6 free throws, as now Rogers will shoot 2, and she tonight is perfect at the line, 4 of 4.
And she knew what to do, take it there so she could get here.
This one's short.
And then, of course, we jinxed it.
No media jinx.
We put the jinx on her. I said, yep, she was going to do everything she could to try to get to the free throw line, and she ends up missing it.
Madison.
I'll be quiet on this one.
Mackenzie Howe checks back in. Madison in there as well, along with Maynard, Lovins, and Rogers is at the line trying to get this lead down to 8. There you go, knocking down 1 of 2. 34-26, and Long travels with it.
Yeah, just a little too anxious. All she had to do was catch the ball, square up, and she had plenty of room to put the ball on the floor for a couple dribbles before she made her pass.
Now, if you're Berea, a chance to cut this lead down to 6, maybe 5. Do we see Maddie Stepp come back in? And I believe, well, I thought we might. They blew the horn, but nobody checked in. Maynard will inbound. Trying to find someone. They come to Mackenzie Howe. Now Rogers. 10 seconds to play. Inside to Howe. Howe drives in and draws the foul again. The Lady Pirates.
He's going to call it on Lockmiller right there on a block.
Lady Pirates will shoot 8 free throws in the last 12 seconds here on this end of the floor.
Wow. Wow.
Howe misses the first. They've only made 2 of the 8, or 2 of the 7 thus far. Here's the 8th one coming up.
Yeah, the shooting's still to be this close, and the shooting percentage is as bad as they are. It's pretty amazing.
Howe splits a pair, lead down to 7. 7.2 to play, and here's a foul against Madison Howe. That'll send 10 along to the free throw line. A lot of fouls, a lot of missed shots. But again, one thing we are not lacking tonight is the competitiveness and the drive of both of these two teams battling out there here in the first half.
Typical early year game with no scrimmages, not a lot of practice, but again, like you said, playing extremely hard.
And that's one thing that Damian Stepp told me before the game, that he was going to play everybody. He was going to sub in and out a lot because he wants his girls to stay fresh, and he wants them to be able to keep a nice, fresh lineup in there at all times.
And we'll see if he sticks to that in the second half.
Long misses both free throws. 5 seconds to go, and a jump ball is called, and the possession arrow back to Berea.
Had a number of jump balls, too.
A lot of tie-ups, a lot of interesting plays here in this first half. That's probably the best word for it.
Central back in that 2-2-1 with 3.7 seconds left in the half.
Howe will come in. And they won't get a shot off as the first half comes to an end. And Samantha Burford going to go down there and talk to Brad Lovely and get his first half thoughts as Lady Indians have a 7-point lead.
All right, Coach, this is a matchup of last year's big game. Tell us your thoughts on how your team's doing, especially Hensley coming in off the bench, a little spark.
Well, she didn't play last year for us. She's aggressive, she's athletic, and I wish she would have played, but she's playing volleyball. Brea's a great team, and I knew they'd come out ready to take us on because we beat them in the district championship game. Our girls came out very aggressive. We kind of got a little lazy, but you know, 3 games in 3 days, our girls are tired, but our depth is really showing today, and that's why we got a lot of kids that can play.
How do you feel defensively? You guys have contained foul, and Steps obviously having some foul trouble. Do you guys contribute to that?
Yeah, we're doing great defensively. If we just shoot layups, I told them they have a green light, but I didn't want them to shoot jump shots. I mean, they can go to the hole. Eve can get to the hole anytime she wants to, and she can have 60 points tonight if she wants to, the way the space is.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot for talking to us. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a 3-minute commercial break, and when we come right back, we're going to hear all the halftime statistics right after this message.
Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling has the largest showroom in Central Kentucky with all the power sports products you can dream of for your next adventure. Gateway Cycles has a qualified, certified service department, friendly sales staff so you can ride free and play hard. Local people serving local people. We are here to make your dream a living adventure. Stop in and see us today at Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling or visit us at gatewaycycles.com.
Madison HVAC is everything you would want a service company to be. The cold weather is here, and it's a great time to have your heating and air unit looked at by the professionals of Madison HVAC. Their upfront pricing won't leave you with any financial surprises once the job is complete. Their team of experts is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because you don't get to choose when you have a heating and air conditioning emergency. Visit MadisonHVACR.com and see why so many have chosen them as their source for heating and cooling.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today with no payments for 6 months and low rates. There's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
This portion of Live and Local High School Sports brought to you in part by these great local sponsors. Remember, buy and support your local businesses.
We're back here on Wbontv. Michael Watkins and Kent Miller here on the Bishop Small Engine Repair Halftime Show. At Bishop's, the variety of outdoor power equipment is second to none. Visit bishopsmallenginerepair.com and search all the latest brands available at Bishop's on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. Austin Newton tuning us in, Kent, and he said, have you ever had a color commentator get a technical foul? And I didn't want to think about this tonight, but it still sticks in the back of my mind playing that media game versus the Southern staff last year, or it was actually earlier this year before the pandemic hit, and you called that charge on me against Austin Newton. I mean, I didn't want to bring it up, but that's still a sticky subject to me. So. Well,
I am real surprised that you let me do this after I made that call. You know, I was almost afraid to reach out to you.
Well, I tell you what, we've had some fun tonight. It's been a very interesting game, a good game thus far, a 7-point lead for the Lady Indians of Madison Central as we look back at some of the first half highlights here and some interesting numbers as well here in the first half. For Berea, 27 points, and those numbers spread throughout there in the first half. They got 4 points from Mackenzie Howe, 7 from Madison Howe, 1 point from Chesney Lovins, 5 from Isis Rogers, all of hers coming from the free throw line, 4 points from Maddie Stepp, and 3 each from Alexis Newman and Abigail Beard. So 27 points, Kent, but they also have 27 turnovers.
Which is pretty amazing. You know, and I'm probably going to point this out, but they're down 7 points, and they've got 27 turnovers in the first half. You know, I said to Coach, I was surprised Coach Stapp didn't call a timeout when he only had like 4 points on the board, but he knows his team.
Yeah.
He knows his team very well, and he was patient. He knows how they're going to play. And they ended up hitting a couple of deep shots. You know, and then look at another stat that's they put up 16 threes.
Yeah.
They've only hit 2, but they've a lot of good looks right there.
Yeah, look at some of these shooting percentages. They shot 7% in the first quarter, 24% for the first half, 27 turnovers, and yet they're only down by 7. And a lot of that goes to the inexperience of Madison Central. A lot of young players, and even their seniors haven't really had a ton of playing time. When you get a team rattled like that and you force 27 turnovers at the half, the game should really be out of reach. But I like what Brad Lovely said there. Listen, it is his team's 3rd game in as many nights, 3 games in 3 nights. So his team is tired, and he's even trying to go deeper into his bench to make sure that his girls are staying fresh throughout there in the first half.
Yeah, and being smart doing that. And, you know, instead of just trying to wear somebody out. It'd be interesting to see what they do the second half, to see how many players end up playing like that. The third quarter might be the same. I would guess the fourth quarter they would probably settle in to about 7, maybe 8, and it'll be a little tighter. And hopefully the turnovers will be cut down a little bit on that also.
Yeah, I think a lot of it, both teams struggle with turnovers. Central only with 13, but even at the half, 13 turnovers is a lot for any team as well.
Right. When I was an assistant women's basketball coach at the college level.
All right, Samantha, I'm going to talk to Damon Stepp in just a second.
Go ahead.
We'll get his thoughts, and we'll come back to that thought down to Samantha.
All right, Coach, there was a huge difference from this team first quarter to second quarter. Tell us what you said between quarters to get that spark going offensively.
Well, I mean, we've all been kind of in a little different mode, you know, with the COVID and everything. So we've been trying to do some things a little different and try to wrinkle some things. We have the All-A next week, so we're trying to position ourselves to get max minutes for several guys in the few games we have to prepare. So the first quarter, I mean, we certainly were all out of sync, you know, trying to utilize different rotations and all that. So I think the big thing happened in the second quarter is we kind of settled in on, you know, a core group of 7, 8 right now, and probably that's kind of what we're looking at in the second half. So
yeah, you
we'll
changing that rotation up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just something we've been doing in practice, something we've been doing in games, something we've been doing, you know, leading up here to this. We'll play a lot of these guys in the JV game tonight too. So, you know, we're trying to get the most minutes that we possibly can for the most kids going into this regional All-A tournament. And I don't say this is a non-important game or a throwaway game by any stretch, but like I know it's Madison Central, but like we just have a certain number of games to get ready for the unknowns that'll come next week in that All-A region. So
real quick, let me ask you about Stepp. Are you worried about her with the 3 fouls?
Nah, I think she'll be okay. She didn't have any fouls last season because she was out with that knee injury, so she's trying to catch up, I think.
All right, good luck, Coach. Thanks so much. All right, going to throw it right back to you, Michael.
All right, back to the action as well. Kent, we'll get back to your thought and whenever here in just a few moments, but appreciate Damien Stepp taking the time as the third quarter is just beginning, and Eve Carter jumper is up, coming off. Beerbaum the rebound, up. She can't finish as Mackenzie Howe finally corrals it for Berea. And a turnover right back to Madison Central. The shot won't go as Newman took a shot to the face and might have got poked in the eye. As they're going to check on her, might see a sub come in. But Kent, you were talking about when you were an assistant coach and the turnover numbers you'd like to see.
Well,
for the team.
what happened? Mark Sandy was the AD at the time, and he made a comment to him. Mark Sandy was a former Division I men's basketball coach too. He and I used to talk a lot of ball. He said, Kenny said, if you can keep your turnovers at 10 at the half with a girls' college game, you got a shot to win. And he's right. So this isn't too much out of the norm.
Here we go with Berea. Step up the floor, and she draws a foul on Carter. 36-27, just underway here in the third quarter. Kent Miller and Michael Watkins here with you on WBON-TV.
Coach Lovely not real happy with that one right there. He really didn't need to get that foul.
Yeah, I didn't see a ton of contact there either to warrant the whistle, but the referee blew the whistle. That's why we're not officials, I guess.
That's right.
They throw the long pass up to Hammett, and she misses. They're going to set out of bounds off of Berea. And from what I've gathered, Kent, you and I, neither one of us got along with officials back in our day.
It was a little adverse at times with me.
They come in the corner to Beerbaum. Deep three. This one's short. Mackenzie Howe the rebound. Mackenzie takes one dribble. Bounce pass over to Rogers. It's Rogers, Mackenzie, and Madison Howe. Beard and Maddie Step for Berea. Rogers to Step. Step back three-pointer. Off the side of the rim and hauled in by Beerbaum. Bree on the attack. Long pass up to Hammett. Drives baseline. Can't finish. Madison Howe the rebound, and she traveled with it.
She looked up and wanted to throw the long pass, and it was covered, and then she couldn't find anybody quickly enough and ended up sliding that back foot. Coach Stapp said he was going to cut the rotation down, so we'll see what happens here.
Central will inbound in the corner. Hammett again, driving baseline, stepped on the line, out of bounds to Berea, and some unforced turnovers early on for Madison Central, letting Berea try to cut into this deficit.
Central back in the 2-2-1, and Berea taking her time.
Yeah, good patience. Step, crosses over. I think she wanted to throw that pass to the corner, but lost the handle of it. Now it's an open three for Howe. No good, but Newman right there for the rebound and the putback for Berea.
Definitely, she was looking to throw that ball to the corner.
Here's Beerbaum on the attack. Bree kicks it out. Strader a three. Her shot no good. Newman back the other way for Berea. Newman finding herself inside. Kicks it out to Step. Step drives in and draws the foul. And Maddie Step shaken up as well.
Grabbing that left knee, which isn't good.
You never like to see that, especially from a girl who had that torn ACL last year. What a tough player she is. Just happy to see her back out there.
I think she stepped on the defender's foot a little weird. It may have twisted it a little bit. Nice cut right there, though.
Got wide open underneath. Nobody picked her up. And Step adds 2 to her total and cuts the deficit to 5. Here's Beerbaum. The other way. Drives in. Madison Howe got the rejection.
It's a nice block.
Howe with the basketball. She'll drive up, lay it in, and Berea has trimmed the lead down to 3.
See if Coach Lovely calls timeout, and he does.
Right on cue, timeout. Lady Indians will step aside for 30 seconds and come back on WBON-TV.
All roads lead to CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have the experience and knowledge to get your vehicle running at its peak performance, whether it's a small 2-door sedan or a souped-up diesel truck. And with CT Diesel Performance, you don't have to worry about dealing with the big dealership prices. They will work with you and tell you what the problem is and help you find a solution. When it's time to have your vehicle serviced, remember, all roads lead to CT Diesel Performance, just off exit 97 in Richmond.
We're back on WBON-TV. It's a 3-point lead, a 6-0 run by Berea to cut that lead down to 3 as Hammett will inbound for Madison Central. Strader double teamed in the corner, throws it right to Madison Howe. Howe all the way up, can't finish. Rebound to Lovins. She'll kick it out. Now on the corner, Rogers. Nice feed inside. Lovins wide open for 2. And the lead down to just 1 for Madison Central. Now it's the Lady Indians, Kent, turning the ball over.
Yeah, definitely momentum swing right there. Those their presses.
Strader drives into the bigger Howe. Missed the floater. Howe might have got a piece of it. Now Howe with it on the other end. Madison fights her way inside. Count the basket and a foul. Madison Howe gives Berea the lead, and she'll go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Take another look at that one, Kent. Really? As Howe forces her way in and draws the foul.
Really good, strong move by her. Went right up through the defender and got the contact in the bucket.
A 10-0 run by Berea as they find themselves in front. Free throw comes off, and Howe tracks it down. Offensive board. Lady Pirates now can add to their lead. 37-36 Berea, under 5 to play in the third quarter. Rogers, free throw line, a nice pass. Shot won't go down as Miller collects it for Madison Central.
Pass.
Campbell couldn't control it. Tracks it down. A nice bounce pass inside to Hensley. Her shot no good, but she draws the foul.
I'll tell you what Bailey Hensley does. She knows where the bucket is.
Yes.
She's not afraid to try to find a score.
And Hensley, it seems like when she's in there, the ball just finds her. Whether it's on a loose ball or a rebound, the ball just seems to come in her hands somehow. And now she's at the free throw line. 11 points total thus far for Bailey, the freshman.
A lot of that has to do with the feel she has for the game. Coach Lovely said that she didn't play last year. I know she's a really, really good athlete, and she just has a really good feel for the game, finding the basketball.
Splits a pair of free throws. We're all tied at 37 apiece. 4:41 to play in the third quarter. Here's Beard with it, and she threw it away. Miller the steal. Raylan on the drive, and
good blocking foul.
2 free throws coming up for Raylan Miller. What a player she's been for Brad Lovely. Last year was more of a defender, would get some rebounds. This year relied more on to be a leader for this team.
Well, as young as this team is, they need it. And they're going to need her senior leadership all year long.
And Miller, again, she is a senior, but she really didn't get much playing time until last year. So not as much experience as a normal senior might have. Knocks down a pair of free throws there.
Nice stroke.
And Miller makes it a 2-point lead for Madison Central. Lady Pirates trying to get some revenge after they failed to the Lady Indians in last year's district championship game. Here's Stepp, wide open on the right wing. This one halfway down, comes out. Stepp tracks it down and hits the deck.
There's a whole lot going on right there. I guess we got a foul on the floor. Looks like he's got Brittany Campbell with a hold.
Campbell will pick up the personal. Of course, Brittany's dad, Dennis Campbell, was the coach at Clark Moore's this year. An undefeated conference run for them and a conference championship for Clark Moore's.
It's like Central's going man-to-man on this out of bounds. They've been that way. See how they handle it.
Emily Maynard, the only player wearing a mask tonight while they play. A nice inbounds pass to Mackenzie Howe, who lays it in. We're
screen to screener again. They got it.
Berea forces the turnover. Stepp can't finish. Ends up in the hands of Newman, and she's tied up as her and Hensley battle for the loose ball. Berea will keep possession as, again, the turnover is now starting to pile up the other way for the Lady Indians.
I was wondering how long Coach Lully was going to let Miss Carter sit over there, see his ball handler with this press bothering them. She's back in the game.
Stepp going to come in the backcourt to Maynard. Maynard gives it off to Stepp. Maddie going to slow things down for the first time tonight by either team.
She's going to go one-on-one right here on the right side by herself. He's cleared the side for her.
Maddie going to work on Hammett, the defender. Under 4 to play in the third quarter. Stepp brings it back out. Now on the attack again. Crosses over, gets inside, and a reach-in foul called on Hammett.
Yeah, if the defender right there, if Freeman could have stayed just a little bit better in front of her, Lockmuller was in a really good position to help. But Maddie did a really good job of drawing the foul.
Yeah, it was Chloe Freeman, the defender, not Hammett, as stepped to the free throw line. But yeah, you're right. It was Freeman who's in there. I was saying Hammett, and Freeman's a pretty good defender.
Oh yeah, I mean she had her right there. Maddie just did a really good job with a crossover and got her on it.
Yeah, Hammett and Freeman both kind of have that same build, long, lanky defenders, and as we've got a 2-point lead now for Berea. Stepp, you can see now Kent starting to get it going for Berea.
Yeah, she was missed in the first half, obviously.
Carter with a wide open Hensley down the court, didn't see her, now circles it back around. Drives in the paint, nice feed inside. Lockmuller takes a dribble, may not have needed that dribble. Hensley saves it in bounds. Swung around over to Carter.
Eve does a good job of settling when they need to.
Carter double team, gets it over to her sister Eden. Eden drives in, now back up top to Eve, and she traveled with it.
Yeah, she called a walk right there, but I'm not sure. She just, there wasn't really a possession. A lot of times walks get called when something strange happens on the floor, and I think that's what happened right there.
Newman will inbound, and the Lady Pirates have now given themselves a 2-point lead. Had a 10-0 run a few moments ago that gave themselves the lead. Now it's a wide-open three for Hal in the corner. Those threes not falling for Berea tonight, but they have had a ton of good looks.
They have.
Carter the other way, drives in, floater, too hard off the glass this time. Battle for it, Hensley the offensive rebound, and it's stolen away by Newman. And she gives it right back to Madison Central. Carter's got it, she's blocked, and a foul called against Maynard.
And the Berea coaching staff's not real happy right now. Brittany Campbell and Maddie Stapp got into a little bit of a sort of a shoving match on the side, and Campbell got the best of Maddie Stapp as she put it on her back. And
no foul was called.
No foul was called.
The complaint came in.
Exactly. That got the ire of the Berea coaching staff a little bit.
Here's Carter. First free throw is good. Eve trying to tie us up at 41 with 2:39 left to play in the third quarter. What an exciting game it's been. It's been sloppy, but both teams battling hard out there tonight.
Eve's got a nice smooth stroke at the free throw line. Not a whole lot of extra motion.
Makes them both, and we're tied 41 apiece, 2:39 to play. Here's Rogers up the floor for Berea. Crosses over. Across the floor she goes over to Maddie Stepp. Stepp on her way up in, puts it in. Easy two there. Thought she might have traveled, Kent.
Yeah, she made a nice move. She walked at the beginning that was missed, but that's okay.
Stolen away by Rogers. And makes the layup, 45-41 Berea. Carter, a near turnover again. Lady Indians have numbers. Long, stolen away by Mackenzie Howell.
Good read by Howell on that pass.
Rogers fouled by Long on the reach-in foul. And Berea starting to really find themselves here in this third quarter. And we're seeing the rotations kind of dwindle down here for the Lady Pirates. And I think that's kind of calmed themselves here in this third quarter.
That, and you can tell that the younger guards are getting a little frustrated.
45-41, they come in the backcourt to Stepp. Under 2 to play in the third quarter. Maddie going inside, stolen away by Hensley. Hensley on the attack. Stops, pops, and puts it in on the nice play.
Great read by Hensley on that pass. She came from the weak side and stepped right in front of the pass to the post. Did an excellent job.
Coast to coast with Bailey Hensley. In double figures tonight for the Lady Indians off the bench, and the freshman making a big impact as Madison Howell drives in for Berea. Too hard. Swung around over to Newman on the offensive rebound. She can't knock it down off of Howell, out of bounds to Madison Central.
And Berea's going to stay in that press. As much success as they've had in the third quarter with it. Coach Lovely trying to get the right combination in there to break it.
Long comes into Carter. Eve behind the back dribble. What a play as she got around one defender. Lays it off for Hensley, puts it in, and we're tied once again. Now at 45 apiece. 1:10 to play in the third quarter.
Good drop right there by Eve Carter. Excellent pass.
Stepp finds her way inside. Offensive foul. Maddie Stepp. That is her fourth. And that could be a big change in this game. You can tell when Maddie Stepp is on the floor, Berea is a different team. Now that's her fourth foul. And Newman will check in for her.
That was a good job by the weak side defender coming over with help and getting position. The official didn't hesitate. Had the charge right off the bat.
Here comes Carter up the floor in a hurry for Central. Slows it down, lost her footing, ball is loose, tied up. And see where the possession arrow is. Do we got some?
Okay, all right, we got a jump ball.
Yeah, I think Coach Lovely was saying he called a timeout. There was no timeout awarded, and the jump ball will give it to Berea. Or is it Central? Central will keep possession.
Central's got it, yeah.
Come into Strader, double teamed, and she's fouled by Lovins. A bad foul so far away from the basket. Slide your feet there, and Lovins did not do so and just tripped up the defender.
That's exactly what Coach Stapp's telling her right there. Get your hands out of there and move your feet.
Come right back into Strader. Lovins this time again. She is trying to slide her feet. Didn't slide them in front of Strader, but she misses the layup. Carter going to drive in, floater, left it short, rebound to Lockmuller. Lady Indians lost it, turned over to Rogers, and Berea will have a foul on Carter, I believe, as Rogers will shoot the bonus.
Let's see, that was a frustration foul right there, too. They make that turnover, and all of a sudden, then their hands really get active.
It has been a fast-paced game tonight. Both teams up and down the floor from the very start of this ball game.
It really would be fun to play in these systems, the way the coaches are doing it. I mean, the players gotta love playing this way.
Rogers makes the first free throw. She has been money at the line tonight. 6 of 7 at the stripe for Rogers.
Most players want to play in a fast situation. They just don't want a condition to do it.
Yeah. Big difference there.
Yeah.
Missed the second free throw, did Rogers. And on the way, Carter gets in, coast to coast. Nobody picked her up, and Eve Carter gives Madison Central back a 1-point lead. 15 seconds to play, 47-46, Kent.
And excellent move there, but they're clearing the side right here for Newman.
Newman drove in. Offensive foul. She did. She lowered her shoulder right into Brittany Campbell. And the offensive foul gives it back to Madison Central with 9.2 to play.
That was really, really good defense. Situation where you don't have to be stopped to get the offensive foul.
Here comes Strader. 6 seconds. Floater. And it finds a way to fall in as the third quarter comes to an end. Madison Central lost their lead, but have battled to take it back after threes. Lady Indians 49, Berea 46. Coming back in 1 minute, live on Wbontv.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today. With no payments for 6 months and low rates, there's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
Coverage of live and local high school sports is being brought to you in part by these great local sponsors. Remember, buy and support your local businesses.
49-46 on your Citizens Guarantee Bank scoreboard. And the fourth quarter about to begin here at Madison Central High School. Kent Miller, Michael Watkins here with you. Our cameraman tonight, Alex Carbosh. Our producer tonight, Austin Hanks on the TV side. And it is a 3-point lead for Madison Central. Kent, Berea with the basketball.
And Berea trying a little dribble drive. Get out to the rim.
She got there but couldn't finish. And Hensley going to be called for the travel on her way down the floor.
She got in a little bit of traffic right there, and just she probably did travel with it. But excellent athletic move by her. I'm really impressed with that young lady.
Shuffled her feet just a bit as she took off. That's where the whistle came in. Beard finds Howe, who draws the foul, and Madison will go to the line for 2 shots.
Coach Lovely is about to blow a gasket because that's the 3rd time that screen-to-screener out of bounds has worked, and I know he's talked about it. But
yeah, Berea's gotten 5 or 6 really good looks off of inbound plays here in this game,
and a lot of times off the same play.
Howe knocks down a pair, 1-point lead. Carter's got it for Madison Central. Eve drives in, and the floater is good, and Lady Indians right back up by 3 on the shot by Carter. 7:36 to play in the fourth quarter. Scoreboard again hasn't changed. Says third quarter. That's why you can't always believe the scoreboard. Howe to Newman. Her three-pointer blocked, and the ball loose. Lovins comes away with it up top to Howe. She'll pump fake. Madison drives in and puts it in. Tough shot from Madison Howe, and the deficit cut back down to 1.
Howe did a good job with a ball fake. Got Bailey Hensley to move a little bit, and then she went around her.
Do not go anywhere, folks. The ending of this one should be fun. Campbell to Schrader, who drives in. Too hard off the glass. Howe grabbed the rebound, but kind of nonchalantly lost control. And Schrader right there to rip it away and give the ball back to Madison Central.
See how Central does when they're out of bounds. These posts are probably going to cross against this zone.
They come into Schrader. Now it's Campbell in the corner. Tried to feed it inside. Ball deflected. Schrader able to track it down. Now it's Carter. 51-50, Madison Central. The 1-point lead. Carter in the corner to Hensley. Bailey drives in. What a move and what a finish. Bailey Hensley.
Hey, how about that Euro step right there?
My goodness, how is she a freshman, folks? She has come in off the bench, and shades of Kenyatta Harge last night for the boys for Madison Central. She has really played well here for the lady.
And we came back on the other end, and Schrader fouls Newman shooting a 3, which is pretty much a cardinal sin.
Newman missed the first free throw. 2 more coming. Second one is good. 53-51. Both teams battling it out here in the fourth quarter, trying to secure an early win against the district foe. Newman knocks down 2 of 3 at the line, and it's back to a 2-point lead, making a 1-point lead for Madison Central. Carter, again the floater. This time it won't go down. Ball tipped around. Carter right there to take it away, and this time she's good up and in.
She did a really good job of staying with that.
55-52, and you said it, Kent. Carter staying right there. You shoot it most of the time. You kind of know where it's going to go if it's going to miss. And Carter right there to track it down. Lovins at the other end. Too hard off the glass. Beard the rebound. She drives in, got hacked, no foul. Mackenzie Howe couldn't track down the loose ball. And they say off of Madison Central somehow. That might be a makeup call there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
There was nobody from.
The officials are going to get together and see what happens here. I'm betting I knew that was going to happen. I know these officials, and I know that guy's temperament, and it wasn't going to happen. Sorry.
You're not changing my call. Try to get into Mackenzie Howe. The pass was too high. Carter comes in for the steal. 5:44 to play. Carter behind the back dribble, working on Beard. Gives it over to Campbell. She'll drive in. The 8th grader, it's a big shot.
Yeah, Brittany hasn't taken many shots tonight, but that was a really good one.
57-52. How much longer until we see Maddie Stepp come back in? As I say that, she is at the scorer's table.
Let's see what Coach Stapp's going to see if he can get see if he does that dribble drive again, but it looks like they might be in a 2-3 zone. No, they're in man. They're in man.
Howe gets her way inside. Up top, open 3 for Lovins. Couldn't knock it down. The ball will carry him out of bounds as Maddie Stepp will check back in for Berea.
Nope. They decided not to. They pulled her back.
Maybe going some offense-defense substitutions here.
Exactly.
Strader, trapped in the corner, crosses over the defender, gets inside, blocked by Howe. Second block of the game for Madison Howe. That's a big one. Let's see if Berea can get it going offensively. Long pass up to Lovins in the corner. She drives baseline, hangs, and draws the foul.
Going to call a block on Lockmiller.
Chesney Lovins, the sophomore, will shoot 2. And free throws, especially at this juncture of the game, so important, especially when trailing. And Lovins knocks down the first.
That last play down the other end was huge because Strader made a really nice crossover to get to the rim, and Howard made a really, really nice block to stay with her.
Second one comes off. Lockmuller got the rebound. Now Carter has it for Berea, and it might be a travel. Oh, they say a timeout.
Timeout.
Timeout, Brad Lovely. His team holding on to a 4-point lead. We'll come back in 1 minute, folks. We're live on Wbontv.
At the Estill Clinic and Irvin Healthcare Pharmacies, we make it our mission to care for all of your pharmacy needs as quickly and conveniently as possible. Whether you need a prescription filled, an immunization, or help with an over-the-counter need, our pharmacists are here to help. Both of our Estill County locations offer text and call reminders, automatic refills, and medication synchronization, and are equipped with drive-thrus. All of these services help us save you time and make sure you always have the medication you need. Stop in or give us a call today.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
A 4-point lead for Madison Central. 4:39 to play in this fourth quarter. Eve Carter with the basketball. Still no Maddie Step out there for Berea. They don't want to pick up her 5th foul. As Howe got the deflection. Lovins, long pass up to Madison. Takes one dribble and lays it in, and it's back to a 2-point deficit for the Lady Pirates. Carter up the floor. Howe, a near deflection again. It's Hensley who forces her way inside, and Bailey Hensley again
could be
with
the difference
finish.
In the game right there, Bailey Hensley.
Lovins spins in on the defender. Gets it up top to Rogers. Rogers finds her way inside, couldn't finish. Hensley lost her footing, and Berea gets the steal. Timeout, Lady Pirates. Damian Stepp has seen enough. Maddie Stepp will be checking back in. It's a full timeout for Berea. We'll step aside once again, folks, and come back on WBON-TV.
Hometown Dental prides themselves on being on the cutting edge of the latest dentistry technology. In a time where safety and their customers' well-being is of the highest importance, Hometown Dental is taking every precaution necessary, like by allowing patients to fill out their paperwork online before coming in for their first visit. Visit HometownDentalRichmond.com to see what sets Hometown Dental apart from the rest. They accept most insurances and want you to know they are here to help. Hometown Dental on Atwood Drive in Richmond, or visit their offices in Stanford and Lancaster.
For your car, home, farm, or business, Linville Insurance offers preferred pricing from more than 40 top-rated companies. With our state-of-the-art technology, we do business the way you want it, virtually, where everything is handled electronically or in person at one of our 2 locations. Linville Insurance, where our values haven't changed. Treat people the way you want to be treated, always do what's right, help others, and give good advice. That's what you can expect from Linville Insurance. Come see what makes Linville Insurance unlike any other agency in the area. Call or click today.
It's a 4-point lead for Madison Central. Berea with the ball. Glad to have you along here on WBON-TV. Kent Miller and Michael Watkins on the call tonight.
Coach Stapp had the white board out. Let's see what he drew up here coming out of the timeout.
Howe going to attack, trying to find Maddie Stepp on the cut. They do, and Stepp finishes. Tough finish for Maddie Stepp. And you got those 2 players right there, Madison Howe and Maddie Stepp. Those 2 can win you a lot of ball games. Damian Stepp's got 2 good ones. Carter crosses over and finds her way inside. Eve Carter and Hensley have taken over this game for Madison Central down the stretch as they cling to a 4-point lead.
That little floater, she shoots very well. Going to clear the side for Hal this time.
Hal backing her way in, throws it up top to Newman. Pump fake on the deep three, driving on Campbell. Gives it back up to Hal. Now Maddie Stepp will come get it. Stepp to Lovins on the left wing. Chesney trying to find someone, nearly turned over. Hal's got it for Berea. Still plenty of time in this one. Stepp, nobody picks her up. They left her alone. She drives, can't finish. Hal the rebound. Lovins drives in and she traveled with it.
Yep. She had a 6-footer and tried to get a 2-footer and got into trouble.
Tried to make an easy shot easier, and that's what got her in trouble. Here's Carter again on the attack. Throws up a crazy shot but draws the foul. I think Eve knew she was going to get the call, just threw it up to try to get the end one.
I think she felt the contact. She felt the contact, knew she was getting bumped, and very smart player to get the ball up to the rim so she gets 2 shots.
You can see the fans in the crowd with their mask on, cheering on both teams tonight. The socially distanced benches as Carter knocks down the first.
Like I said, it's smooth. It's not a whole lot of rotation on that shot, especially for a right-hander. A lot of left-handers shooting knuckle balls, but hers looks pretty good.
Carter misses that one as you start bragging on her, but gets her own rebound.
I'll be quiet.
Carter drives in and finishes, so she gets 3 points out of the play. And the lead back up to 7. Does Berea have an answer, or is this one out of reach? 2.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Stolen away by Hensley. Nobody in front of her. Hensley will drive in, gather herself, and finish for Madison Central. It has been the Hensley-Carter show here in the fourth quarter.
She read that pass again tremendously.
Lovins down inside to Hal. Hal double-teamed. Back to Maddie Stepp. Step back 3. Too hard. And the rebound to Carter.
Carter smart, slowing it down. She's got a good feel.
Carter, the sophomore guard. Over to Campbell. Campbell to Lockmuller. Back to Campbell. Madison Central going to slow it down now as they've got the 9-point lead. Under 2 to play.
Eve was backing it out to try to set something up. And Newman and Stapp were going to double team her, and Eve just ducked her head, went right into Newman and got the foul.
Subs coming in as number 10, Beard, checks in for Berea. Lady Pirates were right there in it, but defensively, Hensley and Carter have taken over this game for Madison Central as Carter misses the free throw. So Berea, a shot here, down by 9. Got to get something going offensively. Maddie Stepp cuts back door. Great defense by Schrader. And the turnover gives it back to Madison Central. Campbell, good decision to back it out to her point guard Carter.
And that's an 8th grader making that decision. That was a great decision.
Schrader, nobody comes to her. Now they double team her. Schrader going to split the double team, and a timeout. Brad Lovely, his team on top by 9, 66-57. A full timeout by Madison Central. Let's step aside for 1 minute and come right back on Wbontv.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today. With no payments for 6 months and low rates, there's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
Being prepared for various types of disasters is one of the best ways to ensure the safety of your family, friends, and community. The Madison County Emergency Management Agency and the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program is here and ready to support community emergency response. For how to be prepared, make emergency kits, know your zone, and shelter-in-place information, contact EMA CSEP at 624-4787 or visit madisoncountyky.us/EMA. Madison County EMA CSEP, your partner in preparedness.
Back here at Madison Central High School, folks, stay tuned in our post-game show brought to you by Hometown Dental. We will crown our CT Diesel performance of the game coming up on the Hometown Dental post-game show following the conclusion of this one. Carter to Campbell, long pass. Nice job by Madison Central. Smart decision to back it out.
Oh.
And that's a turnover. Madison Howell the steal, up to Beard, and Beard finishes, and a quick timeout by Berea. 66-59, 30-second timeout. Kent, you look at the turnover there. This is who Central has got on the floor right now. You've got Hensley, who is a freshman. You have got Lockmuller, who is a sophomore. Eve Carter, who is a sophomore. And the two 8th graders, Strader and Brittany Campbell. So a very young lineup in there right now for Brad Lovely as he tries to close this game out.
Right, and Strader will learn from that mistake right there. When you get double teamed, the worst thing you do is take and chuck it across court the way she did. I bet that doesn't happen again this year.
Yeah, and when you lob it up like that, that allows the defender to come in and get underneath it, and that's where the steal came into play.
Right.
And an easy 2 for Berea. Still a 7-point lead for Madison Central, 1:05 to play in the game.
And subbing is Beerbaum for Strader.
Yep. Also looks like Gretchen Hammett, or make that Chloe Freeman, is also checked back in for the Lady Indians. And another steal. Turned over inside. Madison Howell left it short. And the Lady Indians knocked it out of bounds. Chloe Freeman, the deflection.
Madison Howell cannot believe that she missed that layup. She was she's just shaking her head. The paint has not been kind to the Lady Pirates tonight.
Low offense, defensive subs on both sides. Maddie Step back in for Berea. Strader and Lockmuller back in for Madison Central. They try to run the screen to screener.
That time defended well.
Get it out to Hal. She'll try a quick 3. Knocks it down. And I think if you're Berea, you'd rather have the 3 in that situation instead of the missed layup for Hal. It's a full timeout from Berea this time. 66-62. We'll come right back on Wbontv.
Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling has the largest showroom in central Kentucky with all the power sports products you can dream of for your next adventure. Gateway Cycles has a qualified, certified service department, friendly sales staff so you can ride free and play hard. Local people serving local people. We are here to make your dream a living adventure. Stop in and see us today at Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling or visit us at gatewaycycles.com.
Madison HVAC is everything you would want a service company to be. The cold weather is here, and it's a great time to have your heating and air unit looked at by the professionals of Madison HVAC. Their upfront pricing won't leave you with any financial surprises once the job is complete. Their team of experts is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because you don't get to choose when you have a heating and air conditioning emergency. Visit MadisonHVACR.com and see why so many have chosen them as their source for heating and cooling.
Madison Central, Kent with a 4-point lead, but Berea hanging around 5 straight points for Berea in the last 23 seconds.
Madison Howell knocking down that 3. Forgot all about that layup she missed.
Here comes a deflection. Lockmuller make that. Hensley lost it, but off of Berea, right in front of the Berea bench.
Yeah, they had her to double team and got the ball knocked away. Central is struggling right now to get the ball through. They got to get the ball in Eve Carter's hands.
And Howell got the deflection but couldn't save it in bounds for Berea. 66-62 your score. Madison Central going to change inbounds passers.
Get a little taller player there.
And get it into Campbell. And the deflection by Lovins. Tell you what, Berea's getting their hands on the ball. They just can't haul it in.
See, that's where Brittany Campbell could have taken that on her own. And she's got to get a little more confidence to do that because she can handle the ball.
Kent Miller and Michael Watkins here with you on WBON-TV. Strader gets around the defender all the way down the court. Ball kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Madison Central.
Central hanging on to the ball as Berea's getting a lot of touches. They just can't get the steal.
Campbell going to inbound for the Lady Indians, holding on to a 4-point lead under 40 seconds to play. Campbell nearly turned it over. Another deflection for Berea.
Berea again getting a lot of deflections, just can't get two hands on the basketball to get the steal.
Strader, bounce pass into Hensley, who's had a great game off the bench tonight, and she draws the foul here.
And what Coach Stapp has done is on the defensive end, he's going nose to nose with Eve Carter, and he put number 14, Chesney Lovins, on Eve Carter in these past couple possessions, and Eve just couldn't catch the basketball.
Hensley had 16 points coming into the fourth quarter, all of those off the bench, and she's had a very good fourth quarter trying to close things out for the Lady Indians in this district matchup against Berea. Hensley's first free throw halfway down, but somehow finds a way to come out. They get the ball to Step, pressured from behind, lost the ball. It's loose and finally hauled in by Madison Central. Berea had a shot to cut it down to a one-possession game. Carter
she needs to pass the ball.
Gets it across the midcourt stripe. Now it's Strader. Natalia with 13 seconds to play. Throws it over to Carter. There's not much time left to play. A feed inside. Hensley to Campbell, and Central will hold on for a 4-point win over Berea.
That was well done at the end of the game by such a young team.
Yeah.
They did a great job in the last minute and a half.
For Hensley, a young player, only a freshman, again, who didn't even play last year, not to shoot the layup. Of course, nothing would have been wrong with that, but for her to just know to back it out, and let's close this thing out. A smart heads-up play by Hensley. We are going to step aside, folks, for a short commercial break. We'll come back, and we'll put a bow on this one. It's 66-62 Madison Central. When we come back on the Hometown Dental Postgame Show, we will crown our CT Diesel Performance of the game. It's coming your way next on WBON-TV.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today. With no payments for 6 months and low rates, there's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
Back here on WBON-TV and our Hometown Dental postgame show. Mention WBON-TV when you go to Hometown Dental and get free exams and x-rays for new patients, or $100 off of Zoom whitening treatment at Hometown Dental on Atwood Drive in Richmond, with several locations here in Central Kentucky as well. Kent Miller, Michael Watkins here with you on the Hometown Dental postgame show. And what a game, Kent. Berea had 40 turnovers there in the first half. Madison, or in the entire game, excuse me. 40 turnovers in the entire game, had 27 at the half, so a much better job in the second half of limiting their turnovers. They made a game of it, but credit this young Madison Central team for hanging on for a tough win.
Yeah, excellent win by Madison Central. I'm really impressed with their young ladies. They did a great job handling the basketball in the last 2 minutes when things got tight. They didn't panic at all. They made some mistakes, but they didn't really panic going down the stretch. I think the two stats I'm looking at really that hurt Berea, not just the turnovers, but they were 17 to 29 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
You got to do better than that from the free throw line. I'm sure that they want to do that and then get better on that. And then also Maddie Stepp, she played 16 minutes. So she's got to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
She just has to, and that's something that you got to learn. Especially as a high school player.
Well, and the biggest foul to me was the one where she got a little aggravated with Eve Carter, who was a really good defender, knocked it away from her, and then she had the kind of elbowed Carter right in front of the official, an offensive foul. That was when she picked up her third in the first quarter and limited her play there in the second quarter. Didn't see her much in the first half. In the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, when she was out there more, you could really see Berea was a different team.
Nothing worse than frustration fouls.
Yep. And it's a final score of 66-62. Now time to crown our CT Diesel performance of the game. And tonight that goes to the freshman off the bench, Bailey Hensley, for Madison Central. If you want your vehicle to perform at its best, trust CT Diesel Performance, located off exit 97 in Richmond. Whether you drive a souped-up Chevy truck or a small two-door sedan, Chris Thorne and his staff will have your vehicle performing at its highest level, like Bailey Hensley did tonight, and she is our CT Diesel performance of the game. 22 points, 5 steals, and 5 rebounds for Bailey Hensley, the freshman, off the bench for Madison Central. And if you can get that kind of production from her, along with what you got from Eve Carter, and really everybody from Madison Central pitched in some way in this victory tonight, Kent.
I thought it was a great team effort. You look at the stats, and a lot of people are going to say, well, one person had 21, another person had 22. But like you said, I thought that Brittany Campbell did a great job on the floor. She had a really good floor game. And then the rest of them chimed in. I thought they did an excellent job on the defensive end, too, with their man-to-man. Their help defense was very good. And, again, it's a total team win. But you got to give it to Bailey Hensley coming off the bench and doing what she did. I thought she did 2 key steals that when Maddie Stepp sort of floated 2 passes and Bailey just stepped right around the offensive player and picked it off and ended up with 2 layups on the other end.
And that was really in the fourth quarter, about halfway through it, whenever Berea was making another run to come back. She stepped in there, got a couple of steals, and made a couple of baskets on the other end, and that'll help secure this win for the Lady Indians, who now go to 3-0 on the young season. For a young team, that's pretty impressive. Now they can take a breather before their next game on Friday night. They'll be back in action against another district foe in Madison Southern here on this floor.
Well, what's the deal with getting a day off? I know. Come on, holy cow.
They deserve it after 3 straight wins, though. Now, that game on Friday should be very interesting between Madison Central and Madison Southern. You and I will be here for that game on Friday. We're also going to be over in Berea tomorrow night. Those same 2 schools, Central and Southern, on the boys' side, face off tomorrow night. We will be there for that one. Tom Gross will join me for the call as the Indians and the Eagles square off on the boys' side before the girls take place on Friday night. For Kent Miller and myself, Michael Watkins, our producer tonight, Austin Hanks, our cameraman, Alex Carbosh, stats provided by Hugh Davis and the folks over at WL Stats. She is Samantha Burford as well, our sideline reporter tonight, folks. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow night over in Berea for boys high school basketball action. Thanks for being with us here on WBON TV.